Well, good morning, YouTube. Matt Emroy back again. Guess I should technically say afternoon because it's about 1:30 in the afternoon. It's just going to be a quick vlog video for today. I am still using the mini DV camcorder just because I want to kind of finish up this tape real quick. You guys commented that you kind of like the quality of this. It's not too bad. What I've actually done, even though this only records at 480p, I upconverted to 720p, so standard HD, through Windows Movie Maker. I must say it comes out pretty nice, but do not worry, I will be transferring over to the HD camcorder probably either tomorrow or the next day as soon as this tape is done. Couple updates for you guys. The SSD is still on its way. I know I've been saying that for about a week now. Because it's coming from Canada. It's actually coming from the Northern Territories, so it's had some weather delays. I've been keeping track of it through UPS, and it has transferred over to the States and should be here within the next 2 or 3 days. So can't wait to do the video on that. I have been doing some more research about it, and I've pretty much decided I'm just going to do a fresh install on the SSD. I had originally considered cloning my 1 terabyte hard drive to the SSD because I've cleaned off a lot of the data and I'm only actually using about 130 gigabytes on the main drive now. But I'm having some glitches in the system. I've had a couple of viruses that I had to clean out, and Windows 10 is not performing up to specs right now. I get a few errors when I boot up the system, and it has been freezing on occasion. So since I've backed up everything to my external drive, I figured the best way to go is just a fresh install. You know, start fresh. It'll be like a brand new installation of Windows. And I have done the research. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to use the original Windows 8.1 discs that I made with that system, install Windows 8.1, and then upgrade to Windows 10, and there should not be any problems. I've actually been in contact with Microsoft, and they told me that if there is an issue activating it because they know this computer has a legitimate copy of Windows 8.1, they will reactivate Windows 10 once I have the installation done. Other than that, I did go out to the thrift store this morning. I just picked up a little GPS for my dad. It was really cool. They were about to put a price on it, but they realized that it was missing the little bracket that lets you attach it to the windshield with a suction cup. And I told her, well, I think we have the same one at home and I'd like to use it for parts. And they sold it to me for 98 cents, so couldn't go wrong. I went into the car. It did come with the 12-volt adapter, the power plug adapter. Plugged it right in, came right up, so that is awesome. My dad now has an extra GPS. I'm giving that to him. I'm going to go ahead and look on eBay to see if I can get another bracket for that. It's the TomTom 1XL. It's not a newer GPS. It's from around 2008, 2009. But I'm going to update the maps on it for him. And like I said, if the bracket isn't too expensive, I've seen them on there. They're usually about $3 or $4. Just get a generic Chinese-made one. We'll have a perfectly good working GPS for $5. Now you guys are probably asking, Matt, why does he even use a GPS anymore? Doesn't he have it on his phone? He does, but the nice thing about these GPSs is right on the main menu, it actually tells you how fast you're going. It gives you how many miles per hour. And a lot of his classic cars, the speedometers don't work for one reason or another. So what he actually does is when he's driving, say, either the Mustang or the Hurst Olds, to know how fast he's going, he'll actually just pop that GPS up, and that'll give him an idea of how fast he's going. They're usually fairly accurate, within 1 to 2 miles per hour. There isn't too much else to talk about today. I am expecting their cases. Oh, this is so funny. I ordered, my parents both got Kindle Fires a couple of weeks ago. And when we were we got it from Best Buy. As you guys know, they're running that special. They're $40. So we picked them up, and when we looked at the cases their cases are $25, $30. They're almost as much as the Kindle Fires. And I said, you know what, let's just check on eBay. So that's what I did. I wound up ordering 2 cases, one brown and one red. The brown one for Dad and the red one for Mom. And it's been at least a week and a half, so I don't know what's taken so long. I realize that the bad weather that the northern part of the states and Canada has been receiving this winter has kind of affected the mail. So I'm thinking that might be the problem, because I believe these were actually coming from Michigan. So this time of year, if you have packages that are coming, you've got to make allowances for the weather. Unfortunately, you know, we're very blessed down in this part of Virginia. The weather here, even if it does snow, it only tends to last a day or two, when you usually maybe only get about 3 or 4 inches. But got to remember, people in the northern states and Canada, a couple of my friends I know in Newfoundland are having a real hard time now. So, you know, like I said, it is what it is. When you can't fight Mother Nature, yeah, that's for sure. I'll talk to you guys in a few minutes. Alright, so one thing I want to talk about today is my setup here. I know I haven't showed this for a while, but this is my bed TV, and yes, you can see me in there. On top, I just have a 40-inch RCA 1080p TV, nothing super special. Under that, I just have my clock here. This is the FiOS receiver box. This is a Motorola box. This is my very well used and very loved Pioneer DVL 909 Laserdisc DVD combo, which has been giving me some trouble recently. The door mechanism is starting to wear out on it. It still works, but when I go to put a disc in, I actually have to help the drawer in for it to recognize the Laserdisc. But I'll probably take that apart one of these days and see if I can maybe lube the door mechanism up. Kind of see. I believe that's what the problem is. It's probably just getting dry. When this was made in 1998, so the grease is probably drying up. Under here I have the PlayStation 3, which I use mainly as a Netflix box. And under there I have my DVD recorder. That's a Toshiba one right there. And then my JVC VCR from about 1988, 1989. But what I'm trying to do today is, I have some episodes of the new Alvin and the Chipmunks series on my DVR, and I want to go ahead and try to transfer them to DVD while I have the time. And like I said, this is actually a DVD recorder. I can use a rewritable or a DVD-R disc in here. I've never tried using a rewritable disc, but I do have some that I picked up at a garage sale. So basically, I'm going to go ahead and hook this box up to the DVD player, which shouldn't be too hard. I just need to take it away from the VCR, because I actually have the line out for video and audio going from here to the VCR right now. I just need to switch that to the DVD player. Then I should be able to go ahead and record whatever I have on the DVR to a DVD. So I'm going to go ahead and work on that for now, and we'll see how it goes. Talk to you guys a little later. Alright guys, so it's all set up. I'm actually making the first recording now, and it seems like it's working very well. I was a little concerned using the rewritable, the DVD-RW discs, just because when I've used them in the past, they don't tend to be the most reliable types of discs. But these right here seem to be working very well. I've actually used these for some other projects, namely when I burn an Ubuntu disc, because they changed the versions on those so much, I can go ahead and just use the same disc over and over again. But for those of you that are interested, these are Office Depot brand, and try to get that close and even so you can read it. They're Office Depot DVD minus RWs, 4.7. They hold 4.7 gigabytes, so they're single layer, not dual layer discs, and they can burn up to 4x. And like I said, they seem to be pretty reliable from what I can tell. Now, one thing you got to bear in mind with any type of rewritable media like this is there is only a limited amount of time that you can format and reuse this before these discs become unreliable. They will tell you can do it up to 50 times. That's not going to happen. I've done my own benchmarking with these kind of discs, and usually after the 4th or 5th format and rewrite, the discs start getting errors in the sectors. And that's just because the actual chemicals start to break down after this. Because you got to remember, you're actually using a layer to burn a layer of the chemicals off and actually write your data on here. So the more times you do that, the more it's actually going to go ahead and either evaporate or just degrade the chemicals on there. So once again, if you decide to start using discs like this, just bear in mind there is a limit to how many times you can use them. Now, of course, it stands to reason the better quality discs you buy, the longer you'll be able to use them. I remember years and years ago, trying to remember the name, I think it was Computer Concepts was the brand. It was something that eBay sold. There was sold a lot on eBay, but you get them elsewhere. I used to see them on Amazon, and you know, people used to sell them like in the flea markets and stuff. And I remember buying a 10-pack of rewritable discs from them, and I was only ever able to record on those twice. I'd be able to, on the third time, I would initiate the format on the disc. It would format just fine, but when I went to try and actually write another set of data to the disc, it would usually error out. And if it didn't error out during the burning process, when I went to play it, especially if it was like a video file, usually about 10-15 minutes into whatever it was, a movie or a TV show, it would start to freeze up and kind of do this. It would get pixelated and it just wouldn't work very well. So, I think that's going to be about it for today, guys. I will make another video if I get the cases in today for the Kindle Fires, because I do want to show you what those look like. They are considerably different from the actual Amazon branded ones, but they're also much cheaper. These are leather, and they actually have the stand similar to like what the iPads have. But I will show that to you when they come in, and I'll let you know how much they cost. And if you like them, I'll put a link to the eBay page where you can actually get one yourself. Well, I am definitely running out of tape right now. I'm seeing the cameras really fussing at me. So hope you guys enjoyed this vlog for today. Please remember to like and subscribe. And as always, have a blessed day, everybody.